Boy, oh boy, this is Julie, August 27th, 4:42 p.m. Take a look real quick at the crude market and my trades today. Um, Very, very interesting. We had first up a GDP number that just rocked better than 7 months, and also lower jobless claims. So, what's a Fed member to do now? I guess the interest rate is going to be raised anyway. Fed's going to be looking at these numbers and scratching its head and saying, we don't care what China does, we're going to have to raise our rates. I bet you anything. Um, but given this report and the EIA number, I knew that the market was going to rally. We had a weekly VWAP level that held as resistance and broke through earlier this morning in Globex at 3:30 this morning. It finally pushed up on that good EIA number. Well, we came back and actually failed back into the level, but I knew that that level was going to hold on that first push out of here. So after the test, a retest of the failure, um, let me back up. I'm getting ahead of myself. I was actually trying to go long right here, but it failed back into the area, so I let it come back down, and I told Vishal from the trading room this morning that I was going to get long right here. And sure enough, I had him scratching his head saying, but you're going against it's all red, it's coming down, 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 down. And I'm saying, but I know it, it's coming down to my level. I have to go long. So I flubbed it once or twice. I tried to get longs in two or three of these locations and got myself into a little bit of damage. I coughed back up some of my earlier profits. Was up quite a bit this morning pre-market again, and I gave it up trying to get long here. It came down a little bit deeper into this level to check this VWAP level and S1 before finally breaking back out. And I think for me, realistically, and here I got taken out again. Here I got long, here got taken out. I think for me, realistically, and I was telling Vishal, there's really no reason to be in a race to get on the right side of a push out, because once price does break out, it's going to come back to the moving averages and you can get long from there. So I would have had plenty of time to get long, and I was positioned to get long, and I got long, but our data feed connection got lost. And nobody was placing trades at Top Step Trader if you were in a combine. The data connection did not affect the funded traders, just the combine traders. I guess our server, the sim server's on a different server. So I missed this entire run. I was so mad. I had been waiting and waiting and waiting, and it just broke my heart that I wasn't able to trade that. So I got good news from Top Step Trader. They really are stand-up people. They said that they were going to give me credit. I had the trade on. Actually, the trade was on. This wasn't like a give me trade. My trade was on, and price rolled over my trade and did not execute it. And then the power went out. So they're a stand-up group of people over there. They're giving me credit for the trade. I told them where my mark was, where I would have taken the trade off, and they gave me that portion of the leg. I did miss the majority of it. There's no doubt about that. But they did give me the credit for the two contracts I had on for that. So I'm very grateful to Top Step Trader, and really am telling you guys, very stand-up people. They went above and beyond today to help traders out who got caught in this data connection issue. So, but I'm glad to see that we've gone into this other level. I'm glad also to see that we broke out of this other side of this other deviation band, If we pull this back down, you can see my deviation band levels draw automatically. That's the VWAP plus indicator, and it draws my weekly band levels that the algos are tied to so much in Crude. The weekly VWAP, previous deviation levels, just like your previous value area levels and market profiles. So love it, love it, love it. I'm very glad, and glad to see that Crude is climbing off the bottoms. I know that we're going to have some sideways momentum, um, given that we are going to get into some of these areas, like right up here, and probably chop between these areas tomorrow, would be my guess. So it's probably going to be a little bit rangy tomorrow, retesting some areas, and I don't think it's going to go that far. I think it'll probably come to here. VWAP at the worst. I think that would be the lowest, but probably the point of control, and then back up, and then probably range, and then back down. So we had the big breakout, and I didn't get to participate in all of this part of it, but all in all, Crude is moving in the right direction, in my opinion. That's not to say that we're going to start getting some newscasts out of Washington, D.C. about those senators or Congress people. Apparently, Obama has the vote, and that's what sent Crude reeling on EIA Day, despite that good report. The announcement came out that Obama does have his Senate vote. So this may be just temporary, but once Iran starts defending their market share, which they've already begun, which I don't blame them. I mean, seriously, it's your number one income producer. You've got to defend it. So we're going to have so much oil in the market. It's just what we need, huh? So enjoy this while we have a little bit of upside momentum in Crude, and that's going to do a lot for our economy in Houston. I hope it stays over 42. Thank you and good night.